Here with head coach Bill McDonald, Ryan Hall getting ready here to compete as an individual next week. Greyhawk Golf Club out in Scottsdale. I think this is the first time you've ever had just an individual go as a coach. So how different is that going to be for you?
Very different. I mean, it's. I'm excited for him, and he's just had a heck of a year. He certainly deserves it. What he did last week out in New Mexico was amazing, especially that final round when he really didn't have his best stuff, and he was able to finish it off. But not having the team with us is going to be tough, and at the same time, you know, you're at the national championship, so we got a job to do, and hopefully we're going to go out there and get him another W.
What do you know about the course? What do you know about desert golf? I know you've traveled a lot in the golfing world all over the world. What can you tell us about the course next week and how you think it's going to play?
I recruited the Thunderbird out there a few years ago. It's definitely a desert golf. You know, I thought it was very scoreable when I watched the junior event out there. But from what I understand, they've firmed up the greens, tucked some pins, tried to get some rough into the equation. It's not a golf course that I would have. If you'd asked me where should you have the NCAA championship, I would not have said Greyhawk a few years ago. But I understand when we did this deal. I mean, the Golf Channel made a 3-year deal with them, and it's a West Coast time slot with no rain. So I guess it makes sense from a TV standpoint. But as far as the championship test, I think they're going to have to trick it out for it to play hard.
And sorry to bring back, the team's not going to be there, obviously. It's just going to be Ryan. Do you think that maybe adds, some pressure or reduces pressure? You can just go out there and have fun and just worry about yourself and playing your ball and playing your game?
Well, I think there's always pressure associated with golf, whether it's you're playing for a team or just as an individual as he's doing. I think it's definitely going to be different for him, but at the same time, he's been able to just lock in and focus all year and just meet what's in front of him. So as long as he continues to do that, it's just another golf tournament.
You just touched on it there, kind of the mental side, the mental game, and obviously Ryan's pretty high level mentally with a lot of things. How important is that in golf?
Well, it's a separator for sure. You can have all the talent in the world and the hardest work ethic going, but if you can't handle the adversity that comes your way with the game. I mean, he made a double on his 8th hole, number 17, the other day, and comes to 18, makes a birdie. Birdie's one, and he's just that's how tough he is, and how quickly he can flip the page. And I think a lot of kids, particularly college age kids, struggle with that aspect of it. But he's been really good this year, getting over some bad shots or bad holes.
Obviously a long tournament, 72 holes. It's going to be 4 days. It's going to be a grind. If you could pinpoint maybe a couple things you think Ryan's going to need to do to give himself a chance, what would be those things?
He's going to drive the ball really well. If I remember the golf course, that's basically what sets the whole place up. Is some of the par 5s are gettable, some shorter par 4s. If he drives it well, the way his wedges have been and the way he's been putting, I think he could have a really good week.
All right, we're here with junior Ryan Hall, advanced to the NCAA championship this coming week at Greyhawk Golf Club in Scottsdale, won the Albuquerque Regional. Ryan, let's just talk about your win in Albuquerque. I know it's a little bit bittersweet. Team didn't get it done, but you ended up getting through. Just talk about the tournament you had and the final round there, the grind that it was out there.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, it's sad to see our season come to a close and the seniors, my good friends, not be able to compete with me. But I played great out there, just solid golf, 4 under, 4 under, 3 under to get it done by a shot. It wasn't always pretty. Missed a couple short putts, but I made a lot of birdies and just played well, man.
What's your mindset next week? Golf's kind of a wacky sport, There's the team element, but it's kind of individual as well. Yeah. Team won't be there next week. You're just going to be out there, you and coach walking, playing by yourself. You going to feel less pressure? Where's your mental game going to be at, you think?
We're always trying to approach it the same. This is a team sport, what we do, but it's at the same time you can only control your game. You can't worry about everybody else's. So just approach it the same. Just play smart golf, and coach will be out there with me every shot, so that'll help a ton. And just go enjoy it, enjoy the experience, and enjoy the beautiful Arizona weather.
Anything specific you're working on out here practicing right now at the beautiful Husky Dietrich Golf Practice Facility? Anything specific you're working on before you head out there on Tuesday?
Yeah, I'm practicing my 3-foot putts. Missed a couple last week, so I just hit a couple thousand 3-footers out here, and I'm working on my sunscreen technique, just applying it to my nose and my ears correctly. That's going to be key.
All right, what do you know about the golf course, Greyhawk Golf Club? Have you ever played there?
Yeah, I have played there. There was AJGA back in the day called the Thunderbird, and I remember it being pretty scoreable, actually. I didn't play my best that week, but I did shoot a pretty low one out there. So I think it's gettable. I'm sure they'll trick it up nicely, have the greens firm and tuck pins. So you just got to be conservative and aggressive when it calls for it.
If you could pinpoint a couple things you think you need to do next week to give yourself a chance, what would be those things?
Just post a good first round. I think overall this season my first rounds have been probably the worst. So just getting off to a hot start, getting myself up there early, and then building off of that.